How easy is it to sell on Amazon, though? I mean, the steps are simple. Is it easy to get to the point that I'm at? No. Tariffs are the boogeyman, bro. The tariffs are the boogeyman. I can give you I could name off every excuse that anybody's ever said as to why they shouldn't and all of these things. Tariffs don't affect me. I would say 3 to 6K finger to start. Sheep was good, my boy. People will always find excuses as to why they shouldn't start. But the economy, but the tariffs, but Amazon's saturated, but there's no products to sell. Oh, but this, but I have a job and I don't have time and this and this and this. I can think of a million excuses in the book. How is your son doing? He's doing good, man. How you doing? By the way, not my real son. So is there a way to find out which product to sell, and am I really a competitor to people selling? Yeah, man, you should go watch some of my videos. I have videos on every single step of this. So close to 4M's in sales. Congratulations, brother. Appreciate you, Noah. I have about 150K saved up, but I don't know how to start FBA, bro. You need like 3 to 6K. My man, I'm gonna do that for sure. Wads, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. But yeah, you don't need no 150K to start. That's kind of another one of the beauties of getting started on this business model. Also, y'all, like the live and share the live. We be answering every single person's question for free. All I ask is that y'all support the live. Let's get it going. I have made 7K in my first 3 months off an initial $800 investment. Nice. I'm assuming you do arbitrage. I don't read Arabic, brother. I was born and raised in Cali. Grew up in a very country town down here in Southern California. I don't think I can say the word, but I'm very color washed. Where in Cali? SoCal. I don't dox exactly where I live. Are your sources all from China, or do you buy from other countries? India, Pakistan. I have some products manufactured in the US. I heard Amazon can shut down your store. What do? Don't do anything wrong and they won't shut down your store. Amazon doesn't just wake up one day and be like, Dreamo, we're going to shut down his store. No, you have to be doing something wrong. If you come to Monterey Bay, let me know, Habibi. I got you. Sounds good, Wads. I don't know why, but I'm very low energy today. Let's get some questions rolling. Because I'm in the mood to answer questions, not ramble. You got to make name flyers. What are you guys talking about? Oh, his car detailing. Also, social media, bro. The power of social media. How did all of you find me? Social media. Every time you do a wash, you should be making 10, 20 TikTok videos every car that you wash. I know this isn't about Amazon, but I'll answer business questions too. Dreamo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, TikToks. Yeah, the power of TikTok, mate. Even IG Reel. I despise IG, but IG Reels, YT Shorts, you should be pumping out content. And I don't mean one piece of content every week. Nobody's going to see that. Think if I only put out one piece of video or one video every week, I put out 4 to 5. It's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've posted 5 videos already. You could try to do those camera glasses for point of view videos. Try different styles. There's a lot of things that can work. I mean, even when I'm doing social media for my own brands, like we're messing around with like different content, seeing what hits, what doesn't, and then kind of going with a style that does. What do you think of selling nice watch from Alibaba on Amazon, and should I ship it? to my house. No and no. I wouldn't sell jewelry. You don't just launch a product that you think will do well. You launch a product that has good market numbers. I have videos on what a good market looks like and what a bad product market looks like. And no, you have it shipped directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers, or else you're just wasting extra money and time. If my wife opens up her own Amazon seller account, does she have to use a different internet and IP address? Yes, you guys can get flagged. Evening, when you talk about Amazon PPC ads, are the ads that are only Amazon or also other social media platforms? When I talk about Amazon PPC ads, it's only about Amazon ads. What up, Georgios? Good to see you. We run meta ads for our Shopify store, a little bit of TikTok shop. How long does it take on average to scale a new product to 10K a month? Nobody can answer that. There's too many factors into it. Do I need to get permits and business license? Depending on the state, seller's permit, and then potentially an LLC. What's your product so I know you're legit? I could care less if you think I'm legit or not. There's people in my life who know that I'm legit. So why would I share? Why would I be like, here's how much money I make. Here are the products that I sell. It's like an IQ of 0 right there. By the way, did some really good analysis on the product marketing I mentioned. Got a bunch of ideas. I love it, Sheep. Let's go. Can we use separate LLC but same address? No. Bro, look at the aura. He's for sure legit. Appreciate you, brother. But at the end, really, at the end of the day, it makes no difference to me whether somebody thinks that I'm legit or not. Goat, what up, Iman? I beat you in that account. I bet you thought you were so slick posting that account health score. You thought that you had the highest, son. Just messing. What up, Iman? Gonna combine all the things that make the top sellers, then top sellers to create a super version of it. Nice, man. Yeah, definitely get it tested on Pick Food too. I thought I was him. Bro thought he was Timothy. It's all right, bro. Maybe one day you'll get there. I'm not quite at 1,000 yet, but we're pretty close to it. There's a guy in marketing that said Google and Meta ads becoming tough, and DSPs like Trade Desk are getting more customers to assist. I mean, I guess you can argue that for everything. Amazon ads are tougher. If Meta ads are tougher, but if you know how to run good ads, like with Meta, if you have good creatives and good targeting, then you win. With Amazon ads, if you have a good conversion rate, then you win. Google, I would say, is the most complex of the three. How quick does 20% net margin go to inventory products? What do you mean by that? Does 20% net margin go to inventory of products? Net margin is after your cost of goods and shipping. So you've already accounted your cost of goods and shipping with net margins. Best way to learn PPC from all of my videos. I make bold claims. There's not very many people on the internet who are better at Amazon PPC ads than I am. Is month search volume of 7,500 good number to launch? Yeah, assuming you have other keywords that have decent search volume as well. ASP just a fancy way for marketing companies to sell worthless online billboards. Yeah, I feel that. DSP ads on Amazon are great. Well, not DSP, sponsored display. I always forget that they're technically different. But sponsored display ads are pretty solid. If your sponsored product ads are profitable. I think a mistake people make is they just go turn on a bunch of random ads without realizing what, like the flow of Amazon ads. You don't just throw up ads and hope that it works. There's a flow to why somebody is clicking on an ad, where the ad is appearing, what the ad is doing for your overall account. Especially look back 7 to 14 days. Yeah, I agree. So you do Facebook Market. No, we have Shopify and a Shopify site, and we use Meta ads for that. For each unit, should I go $10 profit minimum? If not, what's the minimum? It's not based on dollar, it's based on percentage. You mentioning sponsored display immediately gave me flashbacks to Masterclass Part 4. Nice, bro. Yeah. Don't touch them unless your sponsored product ads are dialed in. I can't tell you how many people make that terrible mistake. Like, I've seen people who straight up will go invest like thousands into DSP, sponsored display ads and sponsored brand ads, and like they're not even converting well on their sponsored product ads, and it's just like, what are you doing? You got to know a good strategy. You got to learn from the right people. I'm actually genuinely curious. Why don't gurus show the products they sell? I'm new to Amazon, by the way. All good, bro. I mean, some people do. I personally don't because I don't have the biggest following, but I have a pretty decent sized following and I'm blessed. I'm sitting here being like, here's how much money I make, and then I go show the products that I sell. Some of them nobody's going to ever compete in. Like we have products that have 17,000 reviews. Like I'm not worried about those ones, but then you're going to be able to see my brand, see new products that I launch and all of these other things. People will go launch those products. I've been doing social media for years now. I have, hundreds of students. Not once has somebody been like, I'm going to go launch the same exact product as you. So teaching Amazon is one thing, but literally just handing out the products that I sell makes no sense. Number two, just in this live, like we have a good crowd now. We kind of weaned out all of the busters, but just this live, I've gotten like 15 hate comments. You think that somebody wouldn't, who genuinely has no time on their hands and just wants to be a virus to the world, wouldn't go and just get my product and leave me a bad review on a new product? How many bad reviews does it take for it to tank my listing? So there's multiple reasons why. If China supplier quote you $10, what will your target price be? I mean, I'm going to base it on what my target selling price is, but I generally can get it down like 30 to 40%. What is better, auto campaigns or researching your own keywords with Helium 10? You run all types of campaigns. I run auto, and it's not a either or. It's an everything. What's the hardest part about starting Amazon? Hardest three, if you can name them: product research, product development, Amazon ads. What restriction does Amazon have on selling toys? You have to get a lab test done to make sure the product is safe. Usually your manufacturer can provide that. Let's detail your car for free, brother, if you're interested. I appreciate it, bro, but I don't like taking stuff for free. I mean, shoot me a DM. I don't got a crazy car, so I run my ish through the drive-through car wash. But yeah, man, I'd be down to support your business one time. But yeah, I'm not gonna take anything for free. I do appreciate that. Y'all detailers are, and I say this with respect, like admirable. Y'all are breaking your backs and stuff. You don't want to do all that stuff for free. How do you even get that many reviews? Is it because your brand is big or you know what you're doing? Just the brand is big. We have a really large order quantity. My top 3 reviewed listings are 17,000, 13,000, 11,000. I have one with 9,000, 6,000, 3,000, and then a few also that are like 4,000, 5,000. So we have some really established products. Yeah, I could see that. Can you change your FBA account to an LLC? Yes. Why am I still gated? Trying to list products, keep rejecting invoice. I need help. Sometimes you just got to resubmit them, but I don't do arbitrage or wholesale. That's not my business model. Thoughts on new tariffs coming? I have the same thoughts on tariffs as I have since March of this year. It's a non-factor. Literally means nothing to me. I navigated them when they were higher than what they are going to be in allegedly in 30 days, and I navigate them when they come up now. Non-factor. My manufacturer has the certification. Does Amazon need third-party testing? Yeah, you would just submit what your manufacturer gives you to Amazon. 5 reviews good for ads. I think at least 10 to 15. When you launch a product 25 to 30, do you use color box or brown carton box? It depends how much I can get custom packaging for. Custom packaging is always good, especially if you have a giftable product. Are there new tariffs coming? Yeah, apparently. I don't even keep up with all this stuff, guys. I live in such a bubble that most of the time I like learn about stuff from like if I hop on social media. Um, I don't watch the news, nonsense to me. I don't keep up with any of that. Just it doesn't affect me. A lot of it is fear mongering, man, and just this weird game of the puppeteers. Why do people even care about sales? Only the profit counts because the actual real spending money, right? No, because how do you get profit, show? You get profit through sales. So yes, profit matters in terms of I'm not on this account. I'm not making this amount, but in order for me to make the profit on this amount, I have to have the sales from that. Trying to get my campaign squared away to start making sales. Let's go, Jeff. How are you setting up your campaigns, brother? Those tariffs do not make any sense to me. You hardly notice it at all on your cost of goods. Yeah, you sell on Amazon, bro. It's the boogeyman. How long does it take you to get to 6 figures? It's going to be different for everybody. Nobody can answer that question. I drive an Echo 2002 manual, and if I land this Amazon, I'm gonna for sure get crazy upgrades. That's what's up, bro. I know so little about cars. When you said Echo, I was thinking of the Google Echo. I don't know anything about cars, but that's sweet, bro. Respect. What up, Bry? Any advice if your product is way more expensive than the market? Lower price is not viable for profit. I mean, do you have a good differentiator? Trump said 100% starting again next month on China. I think everybody should read The Art of the Deal. It's a good read. Take politics outside of it because I don't talk about politics. Take your likes and dislikes for somebody out of it. It's a good read. How do you do product research? You need a product research software like Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. Oh, actually, not Jungle Scout. I don't like Jungle Scout. Product selection makes or break your success in Amazon. Product selection and product differentiation, yes. Like if you launch in a terrible market, like you go sell phone chargers, doesn't matter how good your listing is, how good your ads are, you're not going to succeed most likely. 7K saved so far. Let's go, bro. Absolute W. I don't know why my brain is wired that way. I don't say I'm making example 15 an hour. I say I'm making 13 because that's what I actually make after taxes and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say that you're incorrect, man. It's not like your brain is wired in the wrong way. You're looking at what your take home is. Yeah, your take home matters, but think about it. You wouldn't be making 13 take home if you weren't making 15. Does that make sense? That's kind of how my brain looks at it. 50% more expensive than most toy and game. Did you differentiate the product though? Oh, you said yes. If you have a good differentiator, it could justify it. Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you and everybody in the live asking questions. Helium 10, that's it. Yeah, you don't need multiple softwares. I mean, I don't even use Helium 10 anymore because I'd rather use Data Dive. I only need to analyze product markets, and I can do that with Data Dive. Helium 10 is better for product research. That's the only thing I'll give them. You do OA or wholesale? Neither of them are worth my time. I own my own brands. How long was the trial and error before you started seeing success? I didn't have error in the beginning. Like I had obstacles, but I didn't have error. I was successful right from the jump. Now I've had failed products after, and I've had a lot of things go wrong in my business. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing. I think it's actually a beautiful thing that I had those struggles and stuff. But yeah, very first month selling on Amazon, #1 bestseller badge, over 10K a month profitably, sold out of my first test run order, 300 units. Luckily, my manufacturer was in Cali. No, don't use ChatGPT for your differentiator. It will flop. I can almost assure you that. Do you do consultation calls? Can pay? I don't, brother. I only do one-on-one calls for my students. Outside of that, I do these lives. I answer your questions, everyone's questions for free. I have thousands of videos, maybe not thousands, 1,000+ videos. But for people who wanted that direct access to me, out of respect to my students, I don't just give that out. I could probably make another 10 grand a month if I threw up a Zoom link in the TikTok and, charge what? I mean, realistically, charge like anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for a 30-minute call. But I just don't do it. I don't want to really do it. Best way to push for reviews after Vine if they don't do them, lower price or what? No, lowering your price isn't going to change your review conversion rate motion. Vine and the request a review tool are going to be the best TOS compliance. What should I do right now? What's the #1? Start learning product research, WADs. How to come up with I already answered that. How can I turn 600 into 100K in 1 month? You're funny. No, bro, you're thinking too big. How do you turn $1 into $1 million in 1 month? Do it, get your money up and give people value? Nah. Not everything is about the money. You know what I'm saying? This live's not about the money. I just like giving people value. So the value part, yes, but also out of respect for my students, I'm not going to do one-on-one calls with anyone who's not in the program. Would $5 be enough for a call? For you, sheep, 30 cents would be enough. You working with ecom side hustle? Nah, that's just my homie, but we don't work together. Hey Luke, can you take a look at my IG page, please? I'd want your opinion on it. Yeah, DM me on official Luke Basha on IG. Well, the lobber, I have I don't know if you missed this part, but I have over 1,000 videos on my TikTok. I go over every single strategy. I answer every single question on the live. I don't gatekeep any information. I have a free course on my TikTok. It's a 8-video series and it's over 50 minutes of content. But for people who wanted a more, and I don't sell a course. Courses, here's some video guides, never talk to me again. I created a shipping service for my students. I created an inspection service for my students. I created a sourcing service for my students, a listing creation service for my students. They have a one-on-one call with me. They have direct access to message me. We do weekly group coaching calls. We have our private FB group. It's a full ecosystem for Amazon. Yeah, I'm going to charge for that much of value in something because I also value my time. Also, find me a student who says that they wasted money on my program. I'll give you $100. At what point are you living freely, in your opinion? I see a lot of creators say about 15 to 20K a month. Tell all those creators to actually, no, I can't say that on live. At the end of the day, it depends on what you spend, right? So like if you currently can live on like 3K a month, then technically 8K a month can make you more free. If you live on 2K a month, like it really depends on the lifestyle. Now, if you go start making 15K, upgrade your lifestyle, go get $1,000 car note, go move in somewhere that's like $4,000, you start doing all these extracurriculars, like, yeah, the money tightens. But if you live a pretty conservative life, like I watched a video on, and this is why I despise social media, but somebody was like, 10K is the new broke. Shut your mouth. What you talking about? 10K is the new broke. Like once you get to 10K, are you going to want to get to 20 and like the game just continues? Yes. Is 10K the new broke? No, that's ignorance. Did you even text me, Airstick? When did you text me? What day did you text me? Oh, about the hoodie. Man, you don't actually have to send me a hoodie. That was a joke. You can only send me a hoodie if I can at least pay for the shipping. I just got into Shopify, making 1.5K profit. My plan is to make a transition to FBA. Nice, man. Congrats. That's amazing. Adriana, thank you for the follow. Respect that. I like that. Appreciate you, brother. When I save some money, so how much do I need for Amazon? 10K? I'd say like 3 to 6K. Remember me, Yabasha. One day I'll see you and remind you of when I asked you how to start. Let's go, brother. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everybody. I want to see everybody win and succeed. How much? How much what? Do you think your diet and exercises impact on your business? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Funny thing is, like, I attribute to the gym to essentially saving my life, to be honest with you. I would wake up. My old routine was I'd wake up super late, shower, eat some cereal, indulge in the za, play video games, indulge in more za, play more video games. Right before I had to go to work, a little bit more za, go to work, eat unhealthy, eat junk food, super unhealthy. And then I finally started going to the gym. And that was like step one. I started going to the gym and that was like the step one to me changing my life around, because it was gym. And then when you go to the gym, you want to fuel your body. So you start eating healthier and then you feel better and you feel more energized. And then I started my business, and like I just cut out all of the bad habits. So yeah, man, I mean, I go to the gym every day, and like I used to be on some like bodybuilder status. If I showed you guys a picture of what I used to look like, I was probably like 20 pounds heavier of just pure muscle. But there was some supplements involved in that. But now it's more so like I still feel like I look good, but I just go there for my mental, man. I mean, and as a man, I do believe that you should be strong. Not necessarily, again, not like bodybuilder status, but you should be strong mentally and physically. Do you share products to sell anywhere? No, I do have a product selection option in the mentorship where, based on the criteria I use and teach, I'll select a product for the student. Saf, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Can you give us tips on procrastination? Even though I do some work, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that you feel like you're not doing enough. Like, weirdly, like you should use these negative feelings as like fuel for the fire, the hypothetical fire. But my biggest piece of advice for procrastination is create something that I would call a power list. That's not my idea. Tag at Andy Frisilla. Got that concept from him. But essentially, like, for me, my power list is big, but when you're first starting, write down 3 things at the beginning of the day. If you really want to be a G, write it down the night before. 3 things that you have to accomplish for the next day. You look at that power list, and you don't go to bed that day until you accomplish everything on the power list. And then you do that every day. I've literally created a power list every day for the last 5 years. That's one thing that I haven't wavered on. And when Andy Frisilla talks about it, try looking up Andy Frisilla Power List. I don't know if he has like straight up videos on it, but he even talks about he owns like a $800 million supplement company, First Form. They're probably closer to $1 billion now, but he talks about how he's a generally lazy person, but he would create his power list and he wouldn't do anything extracurricular till he completed that. And once he did, he was free to go play video games and do whatever he wanted because he knew that at least he accomplished the things that he needed to for the day. Power list is not walk the dog, not go grocery shopping, not clean the house. It's things that will propel you closer to your goals in business. What up, big homie? What up? What up? Lucas, thank you for the follow. Where's the mentorship? Sign me up in the TikTok bio. Do you think tariffs will clear up soon? My product's on the way. Tariffs are going to be a non-factor, Rihan. You'll learn that once you actually launch your product. Take it from me. Quote me on that. Come back in 3 months and I don't say this as like in a mean way. I feel like sometimes when I say things, it comes off mean, but come back to me in 3 months and let me know how much the tariffs affected you. Would you do one-on-one help with ads? I only have one-on-one aspects for my students, Jeff. Inside the AMZ Masterclass, I have the most in-depth guide on PPC ads that you will find. Luke, what's your favorite part in the process of launching a product? Mine's making differentiations. Yeah, that's probably mine too. Differentiating and running ads. I love running ads. Can you check your DMs, bro, please? Yeah, I'll do it after I'm live because I'm not signed into my IG on my computer unless I can look at it on Business Suite. Lost, thank you for sharing the live, brother. Yeah, I can only see the DM, but I can't see your page on Business Suite. Did you see the news today about tariffs? Here we go again. Yeah, I've gotten like 3 comments on it already, Airstick. It's all good, man. Those who know. Those who don't, maybe we'll find out. Running ads is only fun if you know what you're doing. Yeah, Amazon ads have been very confusing so far. It's I mean, I wasn't very good at ads but it's now one of the things that I consider myself best at. excuse me, when it comes to selling on Amazon, and I really enjoy it. I don't think ads are the EVIL word. I think ads are amazing, man. Like when you, the problem is like beginners don't understand. Um, that one actually made me laugh. Um, but when you understand how Amazon ads actually work, like it almost clicks. Like somebody could go weeks without understanding ads, and then finally just the click happens. Have you ever dealt with account deactivation due to a violation? Yes, but that's because I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing on Amazon. They won't just hit you with a violation if you're running a clean operation. Oh, I gotta do a puzzle to stay on live. What's up, brother Muhammad in the YT chat? Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I hop off the YT tab and I don't see the chat. Yes, sir. Sheep and Air Stick, two of the AMZ Masterclass students up in here. The boys. That's why you always want to create a mock listing, Uzman. If you watched my content, my friend, you would have seen that. But it's okay. I'll give you the pass. You just got to do what Amazon is requiring you to do. But yeah, for those who are just starting, you always want to create a mock listing. Make sure the product doesn't need any extra approvals. Toy, game, baby, topical, consumable, some electronics, and I'm sure I'm missing some others, but those kind of products need approval to sell on Amazon. Some even home and kitchen products, depending on it really depends on the nature of the product. Keep your questions rolling. CS, it's not a course, bro. It's a mentorship. Very different. Full ecosystem for Amazon sellers. Course, here's some video guides. Don't talk to me again. Mentorship, direct access to me, one-on-one call, weekly group coaching calls, shipping service, sourcing service, listing creation service, all these other things. But that is going to run between 3 to 5K. When I listed the product, there was no need for approval. I listed correctly. Okay, well, that's good. How long did you leave the listing up, Usman? But at the end of the day, man, all you can do is get that approval. Ariel said, can you show your metrics? I can't screen share it on YT because then you guys will see like too much account information. But if you go over to the TikTok at Luke Basha, I have it right there. Also look at my pinned video on my TikTok and I show a breakdown of the profitability on that account. Let's go. Keep the questions coming. We've been having a good live. We had a rough start to this live. We had like 20 busters join. Last year, 7M's Ariel at a average 36% profit margin. This year we'll break that. And I don't do reselling on Amazon. I create my own brands, but I've been doing it since 2019. The sourcing service, do I get to give my differentiators and you source those criteria also? Yes, sir. My products are on the way to Amazon. I don't know what to do. Amazon tells you what you need, and you just get those documents. Ask your manufacturer, but I don't know what product it is. Oh yeah, then you did do it correctly, Usman. But so that is weird. Probably like an anomaly case where it got flagged a little bit later. What do you do if Amazon doesn't accept your invoice? Submit another one, but that's a different business model than I do. So your private labeling, yep, the best business model on Amazon, Ariel. When will in-house photography launch? We're working on it. Been looking into getting it set up in China. That way you don't have to ship your products to the States to take the pictures, and you can just have your manufacturer ship it to the team in China. Um, they're not just going to ask you for an invoice, Usman. Like I said, I can't necessarily help you unless you tell me at least the category of the product, but they tell you exactly what you need, and usually it's not just an invoice that you need, bro. Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah, that's the plan, God willing. We got a lot of things in the works for the program. No, you don't need to submit invoices for most private label products. Also, Sheep just recorded 2 new AMZ Masterclass lessons today, so like we're going hard with some stuff. I mean, I don't know how worth it would be for you, Airstick, to go after those companies, because don't you have a patent? No, you don't have a patent on version 1, huh? It was sports and categories. It's a twister arm trainer. Yeah, I mean, depending on the ooh, I've actually made a video about that product, brother. I mean, I'm wishing you Godspeed, but that's kind of a trending product and not ideal. No, the product from you. Crazy, the last product I've seen. So many fakes that are claimed they're 100% that material. What do you mean? Now I'm confused, Airstick. Send me a message what you mean. What do you mean 100% that material? Have you tried wholesale before? No, not worth my time. I don't want to be a glorified reseller. I want to be a brand owner. By the way, Luke, you launched wrist wraps at one point, right? Didn't your son also launch that? Yeah, he did. Oh, okay. Now I get what you're saying, Airstick. You're saying that they're claiming that it's that material, but it's not. What would be sick is obviously launch a good differentiator. And I had to combat this with one of my first products that I launched, bro. There were so many people making false claims in the market. Um, Almost like in a positive way, bash those other ones with like, especially like a comparison chart, and kind of explain the difference. I'm going to say a different material because I'm not going to give away your product, but like essentially say, like, show the difference of what like fake wool is and then real wool. Obviously that's not the material of your product, but I wasn't going to say it on live. Sea urchin, what are you saying? Bro, there is a way. You're giving up before you've even, like, I've dealt with Amazon seller support for weeks on weeks before. You never give up. How much will I be spending a month on fees and subscription? For the subscription, $39.99 a month. Fees is going to depend on the product that you launch. Wool. Yo, sorry, sheep. Yeah, we'd be using your coat for Airstick's material. Fees are not 50%. Robert, come on now. 30 to 40, 35 to 40. What products you selling that are 50%, bro? Should I look for another product or wait for the products to arrive but my listing is inactive? No, because then they're going to create a disposal order for your product and you're going to spend even more money. Keep trying, bro. There's no such thing as that's impossible. We can't use wool. Sheep ain't having that. Okay, we'll say plastic. Sorry, sheep. That didn't even click in my head. I'm factoring ad cost and on top with fees as expenses. Fair enough. So getting approval is the only way. Yes, bro. Yes. Get it out of. You have to erase the thought that it's not possible. There's those who do and those who do not. You do not become one of those who does not. Also, Amazon just added a new feature. I think it's in beta. I could be wrong about that, but I already forget the name. I'm gonna make a video on it, but so this is actually really sick if they do it right, because God knows that Amazon does so many things not right. So it's an extra review process. So every 180 days, Amazon will give you like 3 extra reviews. And so if they make a decision on something that you think that you want to challenge, almost like challenge the play, run the tape back. And if you challenge it, so you have 3 in 180 days, challenge something and you go to 2. But if you win the challenge, they give you back the one that you used. The only hope is that it's not the same regular seller support people. It's somebody with common sense who's looking at these. What was your criteria for under 200 reviews? The top 10 sellers making 10K, 20% of sellers. Challenge reviews? Yeah. No, I don't hire people for that, Manny. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro. You're my ideal. God bless you. God bless you, Uzman. Sometimes you just gotta get the mind right, man. What's funny is the other day, literally this week, I re-listened to, when I say listen to, because I like audiobooks, I re-listened to so my favorite book is The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, but I re-listened to The Art of War by, I forget his name, Sun Tzu, and man, that I don't even know how many years ago, hundreds of years ago that was written, and that is just chef's kiss. No, so it's not about reviews. It's about things that Amazon, like, so let's say let's say Amazon removed one of your listings. You can challenge that. I keep getting email. Average wholesale ending. What do you mean average wholesale ending? Are you open to research in Islam? I respect. I got a lot of Muslim friends. I respect it, but nah, man. All the way. Sun Tzu, yes, sir. Sun Tzu. It's a great book. It's a great book. Got my mind right because I'm getting ready to go to war. So, yes, but actual reviews, is there a way to get old/bad ones removed, or is that all shill? I mean, you could try it, but I've only ever seen it successfully happen like 2 or 3 times with all the people who have come into my lives, my years of experience on Amazon. Is it possible? Yes. Is it common? Very much not so. Yeah, you can remove bad feedback, but I've seen, like I said, it's like probably less than 1% chance, but I've seen people get reviews removed because if the review doesn't follow Amazon's review guidelines, then yes, you can get it removed. But most reviews, even the ones that you despise and don't agree with, usually follow Amazon's guidelines. Removing reviews is extremely difficult. Yeah, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, honestly. Let's go, everybody. With no, probably not. To be honest, how much did you profit on this account? Over 40%. Across accounts, 36. If I'm ever in U.S. soil, I will camp at the internal team's workplace and recruit them. I've been doing Amazon for 9 years. I'm 27 now. Hit 8 figures 4 years ago, but can't scale past that. Any advice? How many ASINs do you have, Leo? And then I see this is more like, especially in your scenario, this is much more complex than the average TikTok live question. I would have to actually see the account, your listings, your rank, 15 pairing ASINs, in total about 105. That's pretty solid. Hey, nobody, careful. I'm about to be able to call myself an 8-figure seller. Chill. I'm just kidding. I'm literally messing with you, bro. But yeah, that is insane. That's great. I mean, to be doing 8 figures, I would assume that you do rank pretty good. Send me a message, bro. I think this is a much more complex answer than a TikTok live answer, because I'd have way more questions. Yeah, there are companies emailing me claiming they can get bad reviews removed. Oh, if they're external companies, no, bro. No. Don't even mess with anybody like that. I'm telling you. Bunch of nonsense. What do you mean by this account? How many accounts can you have? Technically, you can only have one. Anyways, let's do this. Y'all, we've been given an hour of straight value, so you do have to excuse this part of the live, but it is for some people, it's not for every person. But first off, make sure y'all go show some love to my TikTok videos. I have literally so much content. Today, just alone, 5 videos. But for those who wanted a more in-depth guide, have me as a mentor, AMZ Masterclass in the TikTok bio. You could click yes, I want to apply here. You can see everything that's included in the AMZ Masterclass. I despise when people call it a course, because this is a course. This is a full ecosystem for Amazon sellers, help you on every step of the journey. 41K followers, crushing it. Thank you, brother. God's plan. Y'all, some of y'all know I lost a TikTok account at 30,000 followers, and I had to rebuild from zero back up. I'd probably be at like 100K followers if I never lost that account, because I had more viral videos on that account than this one. But go watch this video. You guys can see all the things inside of the program that I offer. If interested, yes, I want to apply. You'd go through this questionnaire right here. It takes about 2 minutes max, and then you'll be prompted to hop on a call with my onboarding coach, Adam. It is not a coaching call. Adam is there to answer your questions. We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until, what do you mean? Hide your email and phone number. No, I'm not even gonna do it. Under one name or different names, different entities, brother. I would not recommend trying it, because if you don't have the proper guidance, you will lose all of your accounts if Amazon links them. They don't play around with that stuff. But it was a good live. We've been at it for over an hour. Y'all make sure to go show some love to the last few videos, and be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass if you wanted to have me as your mentor along your entire journey. I hope everybody has a blessed one, and I will see y'all, God willing, tomorrow.